Hey everybody, welcome to this week's update. When it comes to our Wednesdays and Sundays routine, not a lot really has changed yet. I do want to make one little comment about Sunday, but I'll start first with Wednesday. This Wednesday night we're going to be continuing our study in the book of Revelation. We're in Revelation chapter 9, and just as I'm speaking to you all as parents, I would just ask that you pray for me specifically. Revelation's a fascinating book, and when people found out that we were studying through it, I think there was some genuine excitement, but the drawback to Revelation is that it's not always super encouraging language and text and stuff. And so we've been dealing a lot with judgment over the last couple of weeks. And so this week really hits a particular part of that judgment that is hard to process. It's just awful. There's nothing great about it. There's no victory necessarily, and so it's really hard to teach. It's not like something you look forward to, and so I would just appreciate you praying for me during that. But we start at 6:15 on Wednesday night. We'll have musical worship and things that we always do, and so that'll just be a great time to be together. So if your child's not been a part of it, now is the perfect time for them to jump right in and join us. But for Sunday, our Sunday small groups are still meeting on Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock here at the church. Guys are in the fellowship hall, girls are up in the student wing. But starting February 14th, that Sunday, that's actually a big Sunday for our church at large, but that Sunday for our students, we are going to be pushing that time back into the later afternoon, and we're going to be changing the location. So on February 14th, we are going to be having a small group at 5 o'clock instead of 2, so 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the guys will meet at Jordan Woody's house, our associate pastor, and the girls will meet at my house. And we'll pass along the addresses and things like that as we get closer. I really don't want to put my address or Jordan's address on this video just because anybody can get a hold of that. But we're going to be moving our small group times to that for several different reasons. Number one, 2 o'clock's a hard turnaround for some families, especially that go to the 11 o'clock hour, and so we're trying to kind of do something different to kind of encourage the students who've been disconnected because we had to change small group because of COVID. We're trying to encourage them to be back with us. But by moving it into town, we feel like that actually helps people at large. There's a very small amount of people that are involved in our student ministry that live close to the church. Most of them either live in town or live out towards the lake, and there's some others spread out through other places too. And so we feel that by pushing it to 5 o'clock and putting it in town, that actually gives a better option for families that are still wanting to do things throughout the day with their kids, to be able to go drop them off and not have to travel 15-20 minutes and then have to wait around or go into town and wait for us to be done. They could go back home and come pick them up. And so I say all that to say, if you have any questions, if you have any hesitations, if you feel like that's just not going to work, talk to me, because if it's a transportation issue, surely to goodness we can work something out. We want to see as many students involved with small group as we possibly can. And so really that's what's going on. We don't really have a lot of dates and announcements and things like that. We're still kind of continuing on with our normal week in, week out, Wednesday, Sunday stuff. And hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll be able to start doing some activities together, and as the numbers will hopefully continue to go down. And so really that's all I've got for this week. Praying for you as always. Hope you guys have a great week in the Lord. God bless, and we'll see you soon.